the grandstand, because it is the middle end of August, and that only means one thing: Manx Grand Prix and Classic TD, obviously. And we start that with the usual tradition, the paddock walk. And this time I'll do it, well, I'll do this first one in 360. Most people liked it last time. Some people had problems with it, so I'll try and do some non-360 footage as well. And it's the second day already. It's Monday, because I only came back yesterday. So here it is, as usual. The paddock walk, this time in 360. Without much talking, enjoy.
We'll take the next 5 minutes.
Just for your reference, it is now Monday afternoon, 2:10. So, second practice tonight. I missed yesterday because I was off island. I only came back at like 5 p.m.
Do we need anything? Bring in?
Yeah, great. Well, just a really bad time to do it.
Was that one on Vivian?
Don't worry.
That's alright, I've just never seen one of them. Is that a camera?
360. Records everything around it.
Oh, right. Is it a phone as well?
No.
No, it's just a camera. Camera.
I actually have selfies stuck it in. I'm not sure if you
It's busy too.
That's the birds that look up shit. That's the same birds that look up.
Sorry to stay longer here. Just had to get a couple of pictures and TikTok videos. I think I might be back. better if I go down the next one. No, okay, let's go this way. You can always fast forward if it's boring. At least I show you what the whole paddock looks like. So we have a record of that. Well, that's just, you know, that tent we just went for, McGuinness and Dunlop there. I mean, you have two of the best motorbike racers in the world, without a shadow of a doubt. And they're just there, and it's just open, and there's like 3 people watching it. I was like, oh, Indy is back. I'll say hello to him later. Okay, I think this wasn't very smart because now I'm stuck here. Great. Okay, I'll walk around and walk down. You can always fast forward because editing 360 videos is a pain, so I try not to. I'll just literally record this in one go, upload the whole thing, and be done with it. Because they are huge files. I'm recording this one in 4K. It can do up to 8K. But I found that it just tends to melt my Mac at home because the files are so huge. So I'll cut from the right here, do the little loop, and then we go lower paddock.
Clean bonnet.
Okay, I'll turn around here and then go to the other side of the paddock, and we'll work our way from top to bottom. So if you know someone here, hopefully you can see them or see their tent at least. If you know what it's like to be here, you can also see that hopefully. Of course, you should come here yourself. I'm going to cut through here, we'll do this part of the paddock, and then I'll do the grandstand area last. That's just showing off, isn't it? You're on hot tub also. Who says we're not washing it? Smile, you're on YouTube. Or will be later. Thank you.
going to send you off down the road at 100 and whatever mile an hour.
Wait for YouTube.
Whatever it might be.
Well, still Paddock. It's good to see. Someone online, I think I was on Twitter, I'm quite active on Twitter, too much probably. Complained yesterday that, you know, too many, well, there weren't many spectators yesterday, it was the first day, and he's complaining that the roads are closed for 5 people watching racing. And you know, if you think like that, you're obviously completely missing the point. And I'm guessing that background music will get me some copyright issues. We'll see. But yeah, if you complain about, you know, just 5 people watching the Manx Grand Prix on the first day, then you're missing the point. And there's quite a few bikes at the grandstand. I'll go up there last to show you that, where the fans park. The Manx Grand Prix is always more quiet than the TT. I don't think it's ever always been that way. I don't know. Someone who's older than me, I've only followed this 25 years. Maybe someone who is older can tell me better. But certainly in recent years it's always been the quiet brother of the TT. And somehow the older brother, even though it's younger of course, but it has a lot more older bikes. And older fans, no? Because the Manx Grand Prix is more the classic road racing here, and not the sort of Monster Energy extreme sport thing that the TT has now become. Right, I'm going to try and cut down through here. The dyno in the background. I'll catch some footage. We have 2 weeks to do stuff, so there's no rush. I'll catch some footage of that later. Of course, all of this is Nobles Park, which is owned by Douglas City Council. And I was actually in a committee that looked after the park when I was a councillor, which I'm not anymore. The new council is in charge now. But yeah, all of this is actually owned by the city of Douglas. Most people will tell you that Henry Broome Noble was a very shrewd businessman who did a lot for charity, but he was a businessman first. Donated the whole of Nobles Park to Douglas, and that's not true. He certainly donated a large chunk, but the council also bought another part. But they own all of this. And during TT and Manx Grand Prix, they handed over to central government. Ooh, that's a nice BMW. Ooh, and there's a Citroen behind it. Wow. Okay, I'm going to jump down here. Hopefully not killing my... Oh no, that's stairs. Let's do that. So yeah, during TT and Manx Grand Prix, it's handed over to central government to put on the event, but it is owned by the council. And everything is governed by a licensing agreement. So there's certain rules they have to adhere to. For example, they are only allowed here. Oh, that is gorgeous, isn't it? It's just pretty. I know we're here for bikes, but come on. Respect. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Car camping, that's a big thing now, isn't it? And check that out. How gorgeous. I wonder if we can get a whole bike in the back of that. Probably can. Over there on the right is of course the police headquarters. I suspect they will not be as busy as they are during the TT. So there's a more settled crowd. During the Manx. And to be honest, most of the people who behave badly on the roads during TT, I'm going to get flack for this, but it's true, are locals. You know, locals trying to show off. I've had it during TT when I drove over the mountain. It was only locals who were driving like idiots. What I saw. If you check the statistics by the police, you'll find there's a lot of locals who get caught. Yeah. That's most of the paddock, so I'm going to cut back up towards the grandstand. Show you that area. Cool number plate. MGP. On the left on that truck. I'm going to cut up. I'll try here. Okay, we're heading up to the upper paddock again. Show you that area and the pit lane and what shops we have in Manx Grand Prix. It's all, you know, a bit quiet. All good?
I've been watching a lot of your content.
Have you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
for a
Any
long
good?
while now. Yeah. You know, I have to look before I get here to find out where the old team's set up.
That's good. See, seems my content is useful sometimes. Right, I'll just show you. So there's McGuinness and Dunlop again in their tent. Even on quiet days, it's always the most popular. Naturally. It's great to see Michael changing so much. It's when in 2011, I think, when I was working for North One, when we were filming it, he was very different. He was, you know, less athletic, I think it's a polite term, more aggressive. Because we were very close to watching him race, because we were on the track right when we filmed. And yeah, he was, a lot of people were worried that he's trying too hard. And something must have happened, because he turned into a really lean, disciplined, much quieter, much more focused athlete, which is great. Ooh, for sale. Want to buy it? I can find out the price if you want. Yeah, road races, they're a different breed. I mean, I remember seeing Michael Dunlop cry because he came second when we were filming, because we did the podium and things as well back then. 2011, I think it was. And he wasn't crying out of happiness of being second. He was crying because he didn't win. Because second, obviously, for Dunlop, you know, it's first loser. I'll never forget those things. Right, can I cut around here? Probably not. Am I going to give you the long run round Parc Fermé? Screw it, why not? You can always fast forward if it's too slow. So I'm going to walk up. So over there, by the way, is the car park again, so you can't park in Nobles Park. Which, like I said during TT, partially my fault, because I was on the committee that decided that we won't let cars park in Nobles Park anymore. And if you're now saying, Frank, you're an idiot, why can't we not park next to the paddock? It's because Nobles Park is the park. And during the rest of the year, people would like to play football there and, you know, do other sporty things. And if we park all the cars there, then the whole pitch is destroyed for months. And our rate-paying public got angry with us. So, plus, you know, the central government was due to put in a traffic management plan for years, like a proper one, and they never did. So they tried to blame us when they had to put this car park in, but it was essentially their fault. And I mean, this is still very close, right? Tell me, at Silverstone, can you park, or any other MotoGP or motorbike event, that's Parc Fermé, and 20 meters away you can park your car for free. It's not bad, right? So they were talking about putting tunnels in, by the way. One would be under this road and coming out where the college is, because we only still have one access road, which is, you know, a failure. And they were also talking about a tunnel that's in India, which would be great, because then you could finally, you know, cross the road, more than one access road. Less annoyed locals, because locals, not everyone here likes the TT or the Manx Grand Prix. Like I just told you, there was already someone on Twitter whinging about it. And there are people, not just residents, but people in government who don't like the TT. So, you know, don't you think everyone here is a fan of it? It's not. It's Parc Fermé, still empty, it's still early. Of course, it is a public road outside of racing. I already got my drone shots in as well. So if you have a drone, you come here with your little DJI. It's up to 50, which you can fly freely here apart from airport and prison. And during racing, TT Manx Grand Prix, there is a no flying zone for drones. I think it's 1,000 meters around the track. Look it up yourself just to be sure. And it applies not only during, well, it primarily applies during racing, so during roads closed. You know, not just racing, but roads closed. And here's the important bit: 1 hour before the roads close, the restriction comes into place. So the roads today close at 6 by schedule, and I double checked the schedule. And just to be absolutely sure, this is something I recommend you do. I have to be careful, there's music there. Something I recommend you do, if you come here with your drone, go to either the race office or the media office on the day, if you're at the paddock, or phone them up and ask if there are any restrictions in place at that time. Even if you, so it's now 2 p.m. and you know, it's fine, I can fly, actually park permission will. So we walk in there? Because it's a public space when it's not. So what I was saying is, even if you're sure that you're fine, because you're outside the time where the roads are closed, I phone up or I ask the media office here, is there anything going on today? Is the helicopter practicing? Are they doing video shoots? Are they having their own drone up? No restrictions today. So the roads today close at 6, which means up until 5 p.m. you're fine to use your drone within the usual regulations. Up to 50 grams you're fine here. So the usual DJI things, which is what I use. 1 hour before racing, up until the roads reopen, absolutely no drones over the course. Within 1,000 meters, I think it's 1,000 meters, double check. If you do, the police will find you and it's going to be very expensive. So that's for the drones. But I already got my drone shots, I'll stick them up on my page, channel later. It's always nice to see it from above. Okie dokie, and so this is pit lane. Let's go around the back. I may have to blank the music out later. Actually, what shall we do? Let's walk down here. To the right is the scrutineering, which is not happening yet, but will be soon. And now I have to walk all the way down and then back up. Oh well. Very smart, Frank, very smart. But again, you can always fast forward. Oh, and there's a Norton tent. Let's stop by the Norton tent. I haven't seen that yet. Also, the safety cars this year are still from BMW. So you get your nice M4s, M5s. For them to blast around the track in. Must be a terrible job. All top of the range. M60, M50, M4, M5 competition.
That's slack. Carry it on the ship. Yeah, look, there's that much gap between the dog. So it's obviously that just clipping in, so it go flat, 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 tight. Tightening the chain. Flat, 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 tight. Yeah. Just where the dogs are like that. Yeah. Yeah. That's alright, that's not fine.
Race office is open. Ice cream. Let's just give you a quick look at the food area and merchandise and all that stuff. Ooh, Philby's is here. Excellent. Tilbury's is the best food cart on the island by far.
Welcome to go in.
Oh well, we'll do a separate video on it. It's the 50th.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to buy some stuff, so I'll come back later.
Yeah.
I'll just do the paddock tour first. One random walk of everything.
Yeah,
And
you'll be ready for a cup of tea then.
oh yeah, we'll be. See you later. 50th anniversary of the Manx Grand Prix Supporters Club. How cool is that? The Marshals, don't need to say much about them, apart from join.
Same age as Rob Phillips, which
You
I
here?
suppose is a little bit.
The Dunlop Foundation.
No.
It's the building down at Brandon Bridge. Manx Grand Prix drinking bottles, because you have your free drinking water stations here. Alright, let's walk up. There's the winner's enclosure, which was widened slightly recently. They asked us for permission. I was in council when they asked for permission to do that. And we offered them to, do more with it because it's still very restrictive for the people who stand here. You can see jackass, unless you're in the first row. But this is all they wanted, so. Still no new scoreboard. They promised us one. They lied. Anyway, that's the pit lane, so I'll show you the fan zone thing later. Let's finish at the winner's enclosure. Oh, cherry picker. Jesus. Manx Grand Prix. Right, that was your paddock walk in 360. Let me know what else you want to see or do, or want me to do in the 2 weeks. We have a lot of time to film, a lot of content to do. That's it. There's the grandstand.